listening to New Kids on the Pod with your hosts, Momba, Tony D, and JYD.
Hello, everybody. We'd like to welcome you to New Kids on the Pod. I am one of your hosts, JYD, and with me, as always, is Tony D and big, sexy Momba.
He's on a diet.
Are we gonna? Okay, well,
It's still
two.
It's okay. So for those of you who don't know,
Which is everybody.
Which is everybody.
I guess we got like halfway through a podcast and we realized that it wasn't recording.
First of all, we didn't realize.
I realized it, but that wasn't my fault because I technically did.
So
I did hit
Junkyard has
record.
one job. One job. His job is to
hit
produce
record.
and hit record.
I have multiple jobs. I have record.
See now. So what do you
Produce, edit, upload. I mean, I have pretty much every job.
So what is the single most important job? If you had to pick one of the most important jobs out of all those, I would say it's to actually make sure we record.
All right.
Because all those other jobs are useless.
Well,
if we don't have an actual podcast.
I hit record and it recorded for a second and then it stopped. That's not my fault.
I wouldn't be upset, but the episode that we were originally recording, I was pretty. I was on fire. I wasn't really funny, and I had one joke about drug addicts, and that's ever going to see the light of day because they can't recreate that.
That's true. We can't.
You could try.
I guess I can, but it's not going to be as authentic. It's going to be forced.
Well, go ahead and give it a shot.
All right. Right now?
Yeah, motherfucker.
You just can't put me on this. You got to gradually.
Oh god.
Gradually
All right,
go
fuck
into it.
Let's just jump right in.
I use it as my gripe.
Today is our Thanksgiving episode. It's a special episode since we didn't technically have one last week.
And we don't normally have one on Thanksgiving.
Right. So we are going to do a Thanksgiving special.
Feels like deja vu.
This is non-canon.
We had a whole conversation about what non-canon
We
is.
talked
too.
all about this. Talked about this already.
So,
This is like Groundhog Day.
okay.
We're going to be reliving this episode over and over and over again.
Momba, you want to tell the audience what non-canon means?
So non-canon means if you have a storyline and say like Junkyard said Star Wars is a main storyline with the movies, but then you have offshoots of the storyline like books and cartoons and whatnot. Comic books. They're all stories pertaining to it, but they're not necessarily part of the main plot. So
this episode is non-canon. This is not pertaining to our main plot of our podcast.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And then Junkyard, last episode, you were like, that doesn't make sense because there's no plot to this podcast.
And that was actually pretty funny.
Yeah, because, this whole podcast is filler.
See, it was funnier the first time around.
It was funnier for you. Maybe everybody's listening to this for the first time, so maybe they're fucking laughing their asses off.
They could feel the energy.
We'll pretend like we never said this before.
What a riot you are.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right. Let's move on to our Urban Dictionary word of the day. Shall we?
This was actually requested by one of our listeners.
All right. Oh, was it? You didn't say that the first time around.
You know what's funny is that I didn't know what the word was.
But then we told you while we recorded.
So now you know what
now
the word
you know.
is.
So now you could ask me that question again.
No, because you're going to know what it is.
No, see if I know it.
All right. You are going to know it.
Just
All right. Today's Urban Dictionary word of the day is POG. P-A-W-G. Not the game POG.
Mamba, you want to take a guess at what POG means?
whatever can pogs be. It's not that game.
No.
Pogs. All right, I'm just going to take a shot in the dark. Is it a fat-assed white girl?
Yes.
What?
How did you know?
I would never would have guessed
It's almost as like you've done this already.
All right. He is correct. Fat-ass white girl with a fat ass and is white, commonly said by black males. I'll use that in a sentence. Black man says, "God damn, look at that pog." So
very great acting.
That is pog.
You know, I found out about this word because one of my coworkers told me that there's this guy
I heard this story already.
that works in, I'm not going to use his name for anonymity purposes, but I guess on his spare time he likes to look up pog videos. And he told me, he's like, yeah, he's looking at pog videos. I'm like, oh, like like the game? He's like, no, like PAWG. So when I go to my computer, he's like, before you do that, make sure you go in incognito mode. Turn on that anonymity on your browser. And sure enough, I'm glad I did. Because when you do that, Momba, what do you get?
You get a bunch of videos of white girls with big old butts. Yeah, I looked it up.
Actually, I Googled it for so I could look it up on Urban Dictionary. I usually just go straight to Urban Dictionary, but this time I put in Google, and the first thing that came up was X videos, like Mamba
X-video,
said.
yeah.
So I was like, God damn. All right.
You know what?
NSFW.
I noticed lately that there's been a lot of pogs popping up, and I wonder you didn't hit the button. I said
Oh,
pogs.
my bad.
Strike two.
A synonym for Pog is snowflake.
Snowflake. Snow bunny.
Snow bunny.
Also, I've heard Woody, a white girl with a booty.
Ooh.
So yeah.
Why didn't you come up with that the first time around?
Because he knew you'd fuck up, and he needed backup material.
Yeah,
you're on
right.
strike two.
By the way,
Strike
are we
two.
still recording? By the way,
We are.
Are you
All right,
sure?
good.
We're 6 minutes in.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
It's not 6 minutes of fucking silence.
I mean, it might be, but
Oh, okay. Oh well.
it's at least it's recording.
Yeah, it's recording something.
All right, guys. Let's go ahead and move on to our emails.
Ooh, I wonder what they could be.
It's all surprises here at
All right,
NKOTP. We don't know. So
This is all unscripted,
exactly. Our
unrehearsed.
first email is from Boots O'Donovan.
We talked about it last time. You shouldn't have said
Now,
his name.
by the way, whatever this email
No, because
is,
it's not even his real name, you fool.
okay, that's not his real name, which is good because we want to maintain anonymity at NKOTP. So this email that he sends us, which we have no idea what it is because
We haven't recorded this
we haven't
before.
recorded yet. If he uses any proper names, make sure you change them.
Okay.
All right. I'm just saying, in case there's a name in there. I haven't, it's not like we rehearsed this, so go.
All right. Hey, Danny, Moonpie, and Tony P for Puñeta. I'm glad... Puñeta's bitch, by the way. I'm glad everything is going so well for you guys. Tony, you should give Monica a ring and see what she's up to. I think with his new outlook on life, he deserves a bit of happiness. You can send our wedding invite to Boots and Pants, Ireland. Best regards, Boots.
And boots and pants 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 and boots.
I think this is a much better episode now. Because before, not only did you say the person's real name in the email, but you messed up that.
Yeah, you play like a Verizon commercial first. And then
yeah, that was a nice
now, yeah.
transition.
So that was much better. So, the person he's talking about in the email, Monica, she was my ex-girlfriend. She is the one that
She's one I liked before
Junkyard liked her before me, and he ended up trading her
for a video game.
for a video game, which he still has, and we talked about this before.
Last podcast, I believe. Last
So, yeah.
episode.
So if you want the backstory, listen to the last episode. Give her a ring.
She's married, no?
She's not married anymore.
Oh, she's divorced.
That's that's
Or
what
she
that
could be a
means.
widow.
Yeah, I was gonna say
That's true. That's true. But I don't want to put her business out
So
there.
she's a divorcee. You
Or
know what they say?
are they estranged?
I don't know. I didn't really ask too much information about the details.
You know
but
what they say about divorcees?
What do they say?
I don't know.
What do they say?
I don't know. They're hurting for squirting, maybe.
Wouldn't that be everybody?
Yeah.
But no, last I heard, she's no longer married. She's got like 2 kids, and she lives in like
A trailer.
I don't know about that. No, she's pretty well off.
Fuck.
Oh shit.
In that case.
Yeah, she's
In that case, hit her up.
Oh, so she's better off without you then.
yeah, she's better off without me. Plus, I mean, I
She's got kids though, so that's baggage.
not just kids, 2 kids.
What the fuck? Fuck that. You don't need that in your life. Make your own kids.
That's true.
You don't need some other dude's kids.
If I raise,
You don't want
the
them
thing is,
sloppy
like,
seconds.
I'm afraid that if I raise those kids as my own, like
You're gonna be a coward.
people are gonna think I'm a coward.
Yeah, you don't want to risk that.
Exactly. So yeah, might as well not. All right, let's move on to our next email from our friend Pancho Villa, and his subject is "¿Qué pasa, new punani on the pod?" NPOTP. Yo, Why did Tony and Gay YD break up earlier in the relationship?
So
Pancho.
there was a lot more laughter when we heard Gay YD.
Because that was pretty clever.
Very clever. That thought never even crossed my mind to call him Gay YD.
It's like, Pancho, you just blew Mamba's mind right now.
It's like it's so obvious.
Yeah, you didn't think about
I
it.
never thought about it. Gay YD. Perfect.
It is perfect.
That was a bigger laugh track in the erased episode or the non-recorded one.
Well, we did a podcast for ourselves, guys. You should be happy.
We did like a dry run, basically. That's what it was.
It was a lot longer than this, though.
It was. Well, no, I think we're almost caught up.
Almost.
Now we are.
And we are caught up.
No, we're not. We still probably got a couple more minutes.
Now.
We probably hit a good 15, 20 minutes in. We're only at 11.
All right. So what was the question?
Why do Tony and I break up?
And who? Gay YD?
Anyway, we will not discuss that.
I mean, we will discuss it, but I think we're saving that for the season finale.
The series finale. The very last episode. So that means you gotta keep listening till there's no more to listen to, and then
I don't think anybody wants to know that bad.
All
Yeah.
right. So you guys broke up and you guys aren't going to talk about it. But can we talk about how Junkyard send goons to beat you up?
That's true. We can't talk about that.
I didn't say goose.
So,
have we ever talked about that?
So
I don't
no,
know.
we haven't. It was pretty hilarious. So Junkyard and I we went through a bit of a domestic squabble at some point where we didn't really talk to each other for how was it, like a
2
year?
years.
2 years?
Yeah.
All right, for about 2 years. And before that, we used to play basketball all the time. And then Junkyard decided he don't want to be my friend anymore because he decided to believe whatever was being told to him about me.
By some trifling ass, lying ass. I don't want to say anything bad. Chick. I'll leave it at that.
You were easily conned.
But it was convincing. Let's just say that she's quite the actress.
But at the same time, it's her word against the word of your oldest friend.
Well, he didn't. We don't want to get into this. Let's not get into this. Let's just move on.
So close.
You were so close, Mom.
Let's move on.
So anyway, after that, we still had a lot of mutual friends, and we'd all play basketball. But unfortunately, since we had that domestic squabble, I was no longer invited to play basketball. So not everybody got caught wind of the domestic squabble. So every once in a while, I would get an invite to play basketball. But I knew that it might have been that Junkyard would be none too pleased if I was there. So I would tell Momba, like, hey, I got a message from such and such to play basketball. He's like, you should come with me just in case it's a trap. Because my thought was that he may be just doing that on purpose. Junkyard's like orchestrating, like yeah, invite Tony to play ball. Uh-huh. And then when I show up by myself, I'm vulnerable. And then he's going to have his goons jump me. So he almost got me once. But
I didn't send anybody to jump
But
you.
then,
because
it was me, you, and our buddy All-Star.
Yep. Shout out to All-Star.
So they realized that you weren't vulnerable.
Yep.
And then they called you like, hey, we saw a car speed away from the parking lot.
Yep.
And then you got a call like, oh yeah, ball is
basket canceled.
Yeah, and it was probably
So I got a text message from one of our mutual friends, actually one of Junkyard's friends that I met, and he's like, "Hey man, we're playing ball at this time. Are you down?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'll come. Let me know, time and place." He's like, "All right, it's gonna be at this park park we went to. I'm gonna be there around 2." I'm like, "All right, I'll meet you there." I didn't tell him I was bringing anyone else. So I called Momba, like, "Hey Momba, like this guy hit me up to go play ball." He's like, "Hey man, it could be a trap." Like, that's cool. Like All-Star was in town that week, so I was like, "Hey All-Star, want to go play ball?" He's like, "All right, I'm down." So me, Momba, and All-Star go to the park, and we're like, "All right, we're just waiting." And we thought, like, "Hey man, what if it's a trap? What if he just did it just to jump me?" But he didn't know that I came with backup.
Ah.
So sure enough, like 20 minutes go by, 30 minutes go by. He was like, "Man, is he even coming?" So I text him like, "Hey dude, where you at?" Nothing. Then he finally messaged me back like half an hour later saying like, "Oh, you know what? Like, my bad. I couldn't make it. Ball was canceled." I'm like, this is just as I saw this car just
Yeah,
start
right.
burn rubber and speeding off. I'm like, oh,
I'm pretty
how
sure
convenient.
I heard somebody say abort.
That's not what happened.
I'm pretty sure that's exactly what happened.
I think I remember that day.
Had I been by myself, I'm pretty sure like I would have.
You would've got jumped.
I would have gotten jumped.
You're so stupid. I would
And
never.
that is the time that Junkyard sent goons after me.
I would never.
And I foiled his plot because I had backup.
Junkyard.
I mean, I wouldn't consider Momba backup. All Star, yes.
I was,
Momba.
I was in better shape back then. I was very intimidating.
I mean, he's your backup at a pie eating contest.
Shut up, gay YD.
Oh, man. Damn, get him off you, Momba.
I called him gay YD. When? Very. It's like the ultimate insult.
Anyway,
What?
I remember that day.
Yeah,
Why-
the day you sent goons after
no,
me?
it's a good.
I didn't realize that. I mean, I didn't know you back then, but were you that petty?
No, this is what I didn't send goons.
To the point where you were like, oh no, call it off. Call off basketball.
No. This is what happened.
And send goons.
Call out basketball and send goons.
No, I think that day we were gonna go play, and they invited you, but my friend was like, "Oh yeah, I invited Tony," and I'm like, "Oh dude, we're not talking like whatever." He's like, "Oh fuck." He's like, "All right, let's just go play over here then." I told him to meet us over here. We'll just go play at this.
Oh,
this
so
spot.
that is very petty.
So I'm like, "All right, let's go."
So you wasted.
You know what? That actually makes me feel worse. I would actually prefer if you sang goons.
Because you at least you get beat up, and there's a point.
Yeah, you just move on.
We went to this basketball court and we wasted like an hour of our time waiting for
Yeah.
you guys to get there.
So
Did you guys still ball?
Not only did
No.
not only
You guys
Oh no,
didn't
yeah, we
shoot-
went somewhere else.
Oh, there you go. See,
Yeah.
But the point is,
no.
The point is,
no harm, no
you-
foul.
Not only did you waste my time, but you wasted All Star's time, and All Star was only there for a limited time only.
I didn't know whose fault is that? It's your fault. Why'd you invite
I'm
him?
saying you wasted his time, you wasted Mamba's time,
I didn't waste anybody's time.
and you wasted my time.
Blame it on the person who invited you.
You know what? Had you sent goons, I would prefer that.
I would have made more. That would have made more sense.
Yeah.
I said you were petty, and you're like, we're gonna go over here. Don't tell him.
No, that's not.
Are you ashamed of your actions, Junkyard?
No, because I didn't do anything wrong.
But
Anyway,
that you guys were beefing, you guys were squabbling, and you went out of your way to avoid him.
And send goons.
Did
I didn't send goons.
even though
Try
you
to
guys-
send goons.
were you going out of your way to avoid him?
No, I was not.
I will say so. In those 2 years, you guys didn't see each other at all.
No.
Nope.
I went about my business as I normally would. I did not go out of my way for anything. Junkyard was the one that went out of his way to avoid me.
I don't know if I went out of my way. I never go out, so
Because
if I don't go out, it's not going out of my way.
I mean, because you guys all have you guys share a lot of the same friends and know the same people. Mm-hmm. You guys never ran into each other.
It's more like he knows all my friends.
Oh, that's
it's not that we share the same
Oh,
friends.
okay, yeah.
He would have to have his own friends to contribute to the pot.
No, but I took some of those friends as my own.
Yeah, you took the ones I didn't want.
Oh,
Like who?
damn.
Alejandro? You could have him.
I'll take Alejandro.
What about my boy, my boy Eki?
I mean, that's your boy. You guys jujitsu together.
Damn, it's like that.
It's like that.
What made you reconcile? Were you there, Junkyard, when
We talked about this. Was it last podcast? Or
Yeah,
a couple podcasts
when
ago?
it was Christmas Day or Christmas Eve.
Yeah, and I
He sent me a message.
sent a message.
He hit me with a "Hey stranger." text.
Yeah.
yeah.
He's a "Hey stranger." I was like, "Oh, hey, long time no
What a
see.
weirdo.
Maybe we should get together sometime."
It was Christmas. I think I saw a picture of him on Facebook, and I was touching my phone.
And then you heard
ever so gently.
and then you heard that Wham song by George Michael. Last Christmas, I gave you my heart.
Yeah.
The very next day, you gave it away. That was you.
Yeah.
This
And
year.
and there was just one single
He
teardrop.
was looking out the window and it was all foggy, so he drew a heart in it.
And he put T,
T
and
and
J.
J forever.
and I cried a little bit. So-
Wait, J. Oh yeah, Junkyard. Yeah. I was like, your name's not Junkyard.
Anyway, so
And your ex fiance was none too pleased.
nope. I texted him and not hear the end of it.
Why wasn't she pleased?
She just didn't want me talking to him
Why?
Well, why?
because she's a hating ass bitch.
Oh, well, now we're getting into the thick of it. You already crossed over the line. You
I
might
was
as
just,
well.
I was just kidding. She's not a bitch. I mean, she could be a bitch sometimes, but she's not.
Don't
I don't
take
wanna,
it
I don't.
back.
No, I don't want to. I that was a joke. I
Oh
was
my
kidding.
god! Why are you apologizing for that?
I'm just saying.
You sound like you guys.
You'll apologize for that, but you won't apologize for sending goons.
I didn't say goons.
All right, you sent thugs.
I didn't set thugs. Whatever. Anyway, let's move on.
You sent ruffians.
We've already we've talked about this enough.
They were whoever you sent. They were clearly up to no good.
Yeah.
I mean, but that's not because I sent them to be up to no good. They're just always up to no good.
That's because they're degenerates.
Exactly.
All on their own.
All right. So, Pancho Villa, one day you will hear the full story. But today is not that day.
Maybe if you tell us who you really were. Once you tell us who you really are, then we'll tell. I'll tell you personally.
Remember that show with the magician that used to give away all the tricks? Like it was like a series of it.
Oh, yeah.
And then at the last stage, he pulled the mask off and said, I forgot his name. It was some nobody.
Some nobody.
Some nobody I'd ever heard
I was
of.
like, dude, you should have just kept the mask off. No one knows who the fuck you are.
You were way cooler with the mask on.
Yeah.
I thought that was like David Copperfield or some shit.
No,
but some nobody.
It was in like a no-name magician.
Yeah. But the whole reveal made it seem like we were supposed to know who he was.
Yeah.
Because he pulled the mask off and he's like, it's me, Juan Carlos.
Yeah, he was like,
It's like, okay. Okay.
So it was just crickets?
So
Yeah.
it's like some struggle magician.
I was like, I was expecting somebody big. Like, fucking Houdini back from the dead or some shit.
Why don't you do us all a favor and make yourself disappear?
Right. Yeah, he was better with showing us the actual tricks with the mask on. But anyway, so that's what's going to be. It's going to be the finale, and Pancho Villa is going to pull his mask off. And it's going to be like, it is me. Well, I don't know who, but insert name here.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Hopefully you're not a fucking struggle magician, though. Hopefully you're better. All right, let's go ahead and move on to Tony's favorite segment.
You guys are dicks and your podcast sucks.
Ooh, not fun facts. Not fun facts. These facts are never fun. Not fun for anyone. Not fun facts.
All right, so in the spirit of Thanksgiving,
You gotta turn the music down.
I'm working on it, motherfucker. Shit. Don't tell me how to do my job.
by the way, are we still recording? Because
We are.
I don't want to waste these great facts. All right, so today's not fun facts are about Thanksgiving, in the spirit of Thanksgiving. So, the first Thanksgiving was held in autumn of 1621. It included 50 pilgrims and 90 Wampanoag Indians and lasted 3 days. Many historians believe that only 5 women were present at the first Thanksgiving, as many of the women's settlers didn't survive the difficult first year in the U.S. So the first Thanksgiving only had 5 women, and there were like 50 pilgrims and 90 Indians. So that must have been rough. Can you imagine like all those dishes they had to wash afterwards? Woo! Only 5?
Yeah, and who did all the cooking?
Well, clearly those 5 women.
Oh.
Why do you think it lasted 3 days? It took them 3 days to make all that food.
You know what? That would be sexist, but it's not because back then that was actually true.
Yeah,
So
exactly. So I'm not being a dick.
yeah, you're not really being.
I'm actually
you're just being
stating-
historically correct.
I'm being historically correct.
So good job. Good on you, Tony.
Good on me.
you.
Good on me. So Thanksgiving didn't become a national holiday until 200 years later. Sarah Joseph Hale, the woman who actually wrote the classic song Mary Had a Little Lamb, convinced President Lincoln in 1863 to make Thanksgiving a national holiday after writing letters for 17 years campaigning for this to happen. So she wrote letters
For 17 years?
for 17 years asking for this holiday, and I guess he finally gave in.
She really wanted that day off. It's like, fuck, I just want a 4-day weekend.
Do you think that she was like upset that the president didn't listen to her like the first time?
Yeah.
He's probably like, I wrote Mary Had a Little Lamb. And
Yeah.
like, she was like a big star at the time, I guess.
Because you really have to go out here. It's not like now, like sending emails. You just
Yeah.
type it really quick.
Or
and send it.
signing a petition.
Yeah, but you got to go. She had to write it with a quill, probably very little lighting. And then she had to take it and find some mailman who would ride horseback
For
and
17
deliver
years.
it.
For 17 years.
Here, side note: I just opened one of these Blue Moon chai spiced ales, and it tastes like chai spiced ass. Dude, it tastes like It tastes like nothing but cloves. This shit's gross. How can you drink this? You're already like a quarter bottle in.
I don't know.
Yeah, a quarter bottle. It's been like an hour.
Dude, this shit's gross.
I
Try this, Mamba. Here, pass it.
I don't
over.
want to try it. Don't give it to me.
Just try it. Just take a sip, because you don't have to drink the whole thing. Just take a sip.
Can we do it like when we're not recording?
Just sip it right now. Pass it over
Okay.
there.
All right. Mamba's going to try this beer that Junkyard did not like.
I already know. Like, I worked at a Starbucks and I know what chai
No,
tastes
but
like.
this,
But this is chai spiced beer.
chai spiced.
Oh man.
It's gross, right? Put it on the floor. I'll pick it up later.
Yeah, it tastes like straight chai. Fuck.
Here, drink it.
I don't want to drink it. Put it on the floor. I don't want to drink
You
that
bought
shit.
it. Why did you buy that variety pack?
Because I wanted to try it.
That's like a
Now I tried it and I don't like
You
it. Pass
bought
me
it
that
'cause it's a-
pass me that pumpkin beer.
Is it a Blue Moon variety pack or a Starbucks variety pack? Because they have pumpkin spice and chai.
It's the basic bitch variety pack.
I guess.
And it doesn't matter. It's delicious. Well, everything except for that chai shit. All right. I apologize for interrupting. Finish your not fun fact.
Moving on. Thanksgiving was almost not a feast. It was a fast. The early settlers gave thanks by praying and abstaining from food, which is what they planned on doing to celebrate the first harvest. That is, until the Wampanoag Indians joined them, and Lucky convinced them to turn it into a 3-day feast. So originally, the Pilgrims would be like, all right, let's not eat for 3 days to celebrate all this food we have. And I guess the Indians were like, you guys are fucking stupid.
Yeah.
You should do the opposite of that. And that's what they did.
I'm sorry, Junkyard. It's just that pillow
You
was
could
in
have put it behind you.
it was in my way, so I had to throw it.
You didn't have to throw it. You
Mamba
could put it
threw a
behind
pillow.
you. Or you could put it in between you guys.
For those that can't see, which is everyone.
It was in my way.
Mamba's being disrespectful with studio equipment.
Very disrespectful. So, if Ben Franklin had his way, the turkey would be the national bird. An eagle, he wrote in a letter, had bad moral character.
What the fuck?
A turkey, on the other hand, had a much more respectable disposition.
That shit's dumb as fuck.
So Ben Franklin was like, he liked turkeys better. He thought that, eagles were like, they weren't very respectable. So he was campaigning to get
Eagles
Turkeys are the mambas of the bird world.
Damn.
If you were a bird, you'd be a fucking dodo. You'd be extinct.
And useless.
Yeah, and you'd be a fucking penguin, a flightless bird. Like, what's the... Everybody else, you're useless in the bird world.
Ooh. All right.
Penguins are fucking amazing and adorable, by the way.
No, they don't.
I actually
they
I
are.
love penguins.
See?
Penguins are dope.
Everybody loves penguins.
Would Junkyard be that penguin that got his baby mama stolen?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, you haven't seen that video?
No, I don't think I saw that one.
There's a video. Was it taken by National Geographic? There's a video with this National Geographic videographers. They're recording it. I guess this male penguin comes home to find his wife and the mother of his children in a den with some other dude. So they start fighting, and they start viciously fighting. Like, first, they're like hitting each other with their flippers, which I guess aren't hollow like other birds. They're like full of fat. So they're bludgeoning each other, and then they get serious. They start pecking each other and trying to go for the eyes. And afterwards, they're like both bloody and beaten. But the husband, he gets beaten, and he pleads with her. He's like, "Please, take me."
So like at first, they're fighting each other. They're both bloody, and it's kind of like they're at a stalemate. So they kind of just stand there, and then they call for the female to come and decide.
Oh yeah.
So then the female comes over, and obviously she doesn't pick the husband. She picks the other dude, and then they go off into their nest, and then he's all like heartbroken and butthurt. So he figure up, I got nothing to lose. So he follows them home, and he starts pecking at them.
And both of them?
Inside the nest, and then so the dude comes out. They start fighting again, and then he makes like one final plea for like the female to come with him, and she's like, "Nope,
That's a no-go.
that's a no-go."
Damn, I gotta watch this video.
It's
I can't
it's
believe
pretty
it.
heartbreaking.
It was all over the internet.
It sounds better than like some movies.
It's a
While
better
you
it's
do-
a better love story than Twilight.
While you do this non-fun fact, I'm gonna find that.
I'm
so
done
I can
already.
watch it.
All right, last one. Of the 102 passengers on the Mayflower, about half of them were pilgrims. The other half were strangers that were just hitching a ride to the New World. So that is probably like the first recorded case of FOMO in the U.S. Some people were like, "Hey, where are you guys going?" It's the New World. I guess we'll go. We don't know what's going on.
It's not like it was like down the street.
They're like, "Hey, you guys pilgrims?" Nah, we just want to go.
It's on the other side of the planet.
Yeah,
I'll go for the ride.
I'll go for the ride. Hey, man, FOMO's real.
Did you find it, Junkyard?
Yeah, I did. I'm watching it right
All
now.
right, you can watch it later.
I'm watching it right now.
All right, well, while Junkyard watches his fucking video, I
That's fucking
guess
with you
we'll
guys.
wait for him.
We're gonna have an awkward silence. So, like, what are you guys gonna do on Thanksgiving?
I'm going to my sister's house.
That's it. I'll afford it.
Yeah. So
I'm also going to my sister's house.
she lives in the same house as you.
No, she lives in St. Louis.
Your sister? Oh, your sister-in-law.
No, my sister.
No, your blood real sister lives upstairs from you.
I have two sisters.
Yeah. He's
No,
talking
she have a
about
sister.
He's talking about his brother who has a fleshy patch
Oh.
where his penis should be.
Oh, I get it.
Oh, you guys are going to St. Louis?
Yeah.
Are you really? Who's we?
Mom and dad.
I'm jealous.
TFTI.
I mean, St. Louis.
You're right.
First of all, you hate St. Louis junkyard.
because it's fucking garbage.
I want to go with you guys so I could keep you up with my snoring again.
Oh God.
What are you doing on
Me?
Yeah.
I am working, unfortunately, because
the day of Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
my job opens at 6 o'clock. It's a retail store, so they open up at 6. I got to get there at 2 so I could start setting shit up for
Damn.
people.
Dude, Walmart's get crazy, dude.
If only.
It's service merchandise.
No, he works at Walmart.
Yeah, that's exactly where I work. I mean, I get paid all crazy, like time and a half and everything, but I never really like Thanksgiving anyway, so it's okay. I kind of feel bad because
Really? I figured that'd be your favorite holiday.
why?
I mean, given your
Why
stature,
do you?
given your stature.
I figured your favorite holiday would be the Pride Parade, but I don't point that out.
Why? What's wrong with inclusion and diversity?
I was talking about the sucking dick aspect. Woo! But yeah, I gotta feel bad though because I think my girlfriend, she probably wanted me to hang out with her on Thanksgiving. But she'll live.
You
Right?
gotta make that money.
Yeah, right. Girl, how else are you gonna get a Christmas present?
Yeah, tell her how else you can afford to get her the finer things in life.
Yeah, fucking jewelry just doesn't fall off of trees. It's just not mined by poor African children. Somebody needs to get that shit.
All those blood diamonds.
Yeah. Junker, what are you doing?
Watching the penguin video.
Still?
Yeah. I'm at the point where he followed them back to the nest.
Are you starting to tear
And
up?
he's pecking at them.
Isn't
Shit, he's beating the fuck out of them.
it kind of fucked up?
Yeah.
Isn't it sad?
Well, isn't it kind of like
Yeah, he's fighting. Oh, they're fighting again. God damn that dude. I don't know, man. I think the trifling dude got the brunt of it because he's all bloody. The other guy's less bloody. He's still bloody, but less, like, the other guy's more fucked up than he is.
Yeah, but what hurts more? That or a broken heart?
That's true.
it's kind of like a
One's bloody on the outside, the other one's bloody on the inside.
animal episode.
Internal bleeding?
Cheaters, right?
Ooh, this is getting really bloody. God damn. These guys are really going at it. Second time was worse than the first time.
After I watched that video, I never knew penguins could be that violent.
I didn't
Like, I thought
either.
they just kind of like slapped each other around a little bit, but
Yeah.
they're really like...
Happy Feet was very misleading.
Yeah, these motherfuckers ain't so happy. Why do they like yell at each other after they fight?
Because they're pissed.
Well, that's like their mating call, so that the female can decide. And obviously, you could tell who she decided.
Yeah,
You look sad, Junker.
I am. Poor guy. Oh, he's like, fuck this, I'm out of here. He's left.
Can you relate?
It's over. No, I can't.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I feel that penguin would be your spirit animal.
The one that got his ass kicked?
Yeah.
The one that got his ass kicked and he got muffed?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, the video's over. We can continue with this podcast. That video was way more entertaining than this podcast.
I know.
All right, guys, let's go ahead. Since this is our Thanksgiving episode, let's talk about Thanksgiving. What are we thankful for? But before we do that, let's go ahead and listen to some Thanksgiving music, shall we?
Thanksgiving has music?
Yeah, it was.
I mean, I didn't think so, but obviously it does.
Man, check me out.
Oh, yeah.
This year I'm going all out. Vegan Thanksgiving at our house. About to bring everything but the hog out. Think we eat nothing but grass, what you talking about? Shit, I might jump into the whip and hit Whole Foods early. Get everything to get that soul food working, like mac and cheese, the collard greens, the black eyed peas. Get a roast of that tofu turkey. Got cornbread, even got stuffing. Mashed potatoes so good, put your hand in it. Got string beans,
to the
even
good
got
part.
yams with it. Got cabbage and greens with no ham in it. You can fill your plate up
This is
without
the vegan
almond milk.
version.
Whip pies up, nigga,
there is
out of
no
almond milk. Everything that you touch gon' be dairy free. Even though I don't care for me, boy, please, I got
beans, creams, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, rams, pork.
That's right, I got
beans, creams, potatoes,
ain't fucking with the
chicken, turkeys, rabbits.
no sir, baby.
Beans, creams, potatoes,
Ain't got no,
lamb, rams, pork.
but you know I got
beans, creams, potatoes, tomatoes,
No.
chicken, turkeys, chicken.
what you got, baby.
Beans, creams, potatoes, tomatoes, beans, creams, potatoes, tomatoes, beans, creams, beans, beans.
That was great.
That's a classic.
So that's the vegan remix.
Yeah, that is. We're not vegan here on NKOTP, but we do respect other vegan. What would you call it? Vegan.
The vegan community,
I guess. The vegans.
just like we love the gays,
Exactly.
we love the vegans.
Okay, let's not go as far as saying we love the vegans.
We like the vegans. We tolerate the vegans.
them.
We tolerate the vegans. We tolerate the feminists. Or do we love them too?
No, we
like them.
We tolerate the vegans. We don't tolerate the feminists.
Oh shit!
You don't tolerate them. Don't
I mean,
you don't.
Lately, I don't think
speak for me.
No. Lately, you guys haven't been tolerating them either.
Like who?
I'm not gonna name names.
No.
No,
name
start naming
names.
names right now.
No. Oh, you want me to name names?
Well, change the name, but mention a name,
Mention a name that sounds like the name.
something that rhymes.
I mean, you guys don't tolerate a close friend of the community.
Does her name sound like Harry?
Yes.
Okay.
I tolerate her. She's cool.
Mamba's been talking a lot of shit.
Damn, Momba, is that
Not-
true?
Not really.
Woo!
The last time
One day she will listen to this episode.
No, she won't.
She will never
she
listen to
won't.
this
She'll never
episode.
listen.
The reason why I don't tolerate her is because I think it was one day. All right, not only because she's a vegan, but it's because she's I don't have a problem with feminists, but I hate it when they rub it in your face.
So Mama doesn't have a problem with feminists. He doesn't have a problem with vegans. But somehow when they're both in the same, then he has a problem.
You become like super annoying.
What's worse? Is it they're doing CrossFit?
Yeah, exactly.
And vaping.
Vaping, that's probably the worst.
So there's nothing more annoying than a vaping vegan
Crossfitting.
feminist who CrossFits?
Yeah, exactly.
Can you name something more annoying than that?
But I think the last time I complained is when oh goodness, when she sent that, when she posted that.
Don't spill the open one.
That
please.
article complaining that if you call Hillary Clinton a liar, then you're sexist.
You're sexist, yeah.
And I was like, this bitch. So like I went on her Facebook and I was like, LOL, what? But she never got back to me, so she didn't get to explain herself.
Tony started talking shit to her too, though.
I did not talk
To
shit
her
to
face, though.
I
And then you redacted it.
wait. No, I
'Cause you
didn't.
got-
To her face? When's the last time you seen her?
I mean, to her face on Facebook.
Oh.
I didn't redact it.
Yeah, because you were like, "Oh, it's fake." Because that fake.
Oh,
that
'cause she
fake
put
Oh yeah.
Well,
yeah.
he had to redact it because it was
it
a
was-
fake
yeah, 'cause
article.
it was a fake article. But he started talking shit, and then he redacted it because it was a fake article, and he's like, "Oh,
It doesn't- it
I
doesn't
got
matter.
got."
I did get got. It was a fake article. It looked legit.
Hey, no, you did talk shit to her face again for another Hillary thing.
She posted like saying that basically that if you don't like Hillary, you're not like.
What's
It was basically like the way it was worded is like if you don't vote for Hillary, then you're
You hate
sexist.
women, basically.
You
You're
hate, you
sexist,
hate
yeah.
women.
Like basically what I just like. Well,
Yeah.
I
But
think
she
it-
said-
Oh, no,
But it was a
I got
different
it. She said that if you don't like Hillary because she's a woman, then you're a terrible person or something like that. I'm like, no, I hate her because she's a fucking liar and a criminal.
No, but they didn't even say because she's a woman. It's just like if you don't like her at
it's
all.
because she's a woman, basically.
Yeah, you don't like her because she's a woman.
Right.
So basically, there's no other reason to dislike her
But because she's a
but
woman.
because she's a woman.
And I proceeded to tell her how she's a
horrible
lying, horrible criminal.
Right.
And
I mean, I still voted for her, but
yeah,
but she's still
fucking terrible.
she's still a terrible person.
So I told her like, no, I don't like her, but I don't like her for these reasons. And she kind of just dismissed my logic and
But
said,
for the most
you're-
part, she said you were still like a sexist.
Yeah, pretty much. She's like, oh yeah, you're just whatever. I'm like, okay. I mean, I hope you know I'm still voting for her, but I still don't fucking like her.
Nah.
Well, whatever. Irregardless, yes. Some people just, I don't know. You just can't reach out to them.
Yep.
You refuse to hear the truth.
Yeah,
Anyway, I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with vegans. Obviously, I had my gripe about feminists that passed.
You're
you
over
can
that?
go back. I know I'm not over it, but I'm not going to repeat it. You can go. I got too much grief for that gripe.
All right.
You can go back and listen to that gripe in previous episodes.
We
But
gotta talk-
vegans, I'm okay with. Like, I'm okay with them. I don't agree with everything that they say, but I'm okay with them. I can live with them.
What about ovo-lacto vegetarians?
What the fuck is that?
They don't partake in the milk.
Well,
or
the vegans
ovum
don't.
of anything with a face.
Wait. What?
Oh, that was from Scott.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
What was that episode of The Simpsons where that guy that Justin Timberlake voiced he was like a sixth level vegan.
Yeah, nothing. He ate nothing that cast his shadow.
A sixth level vegan.
Which is like anything. I mean,
Yeah.
everything casts a shadow.
What it?
Actually, no, I'm lying. I mean, technically, it does cast a shadow, but was there certain like fungus that grows on trees, but it only grows on the side where the sun doesn't shine. So it only grows on it would be like the west side, because the sun will actually never hit it as it rises to sets.
That'd be the south side.
Okay, whatever.
You ever been to the south side?
Yeah, he's saying
There is no sunshine
Get the fuck out of
ever.
here.
there's nothing positive about
You ever
it.
That's
been there?
racist.
Back of the yard? Whoo! Man,
Anyway, so
nothing casts a shadow
so
over there.
there's it's because it's all shadow. So there's a mushroom that doesn't ever get hit by sunlight,
So
and
that's
what they would eat.
that's
Because
all they eat?
because technically it never casts a shadow because light never hits it.
You know, I'm sorry to seem ungrateful on this Thanksgiving episode, but this variety pack is awful.
You are being awfully ungrateful, Mamba.
I mean,
you
Like
know, I just-
the one episode where you were like supposed to be promoting thankfulness.
What's
and you're
worse
over here
than
complaining.
what's so bad about free beer?
It's true. What is so bad about free beer?
I mean, you didn't like the chai beer.
Yeah, but there's still
He bought
plenty.
it. He has a right not to like
And
it.
not only that, but there's still plenty other beer there that
If I buy
do
something,
like.
I have a right not to like
Oh,
it.
that pumpkin beer was pretty good. This cinnamon
If something-
horchata is so fucking sweet.
Dr. Cologne drank fucking 7 of those in one night.
He also buys Heineken.
That's true. He does.
So, no offense to him.
How dare you talk about Dr. Cologne that
He
way?
has great taste in fragrances and
clothes.
fashion, but when it comes to beer, maybe not the best choice.
Ooh.
I
We're
would.
trying to say that everybody's got their.
Their
Everybody
flaws.
got their
Everybody's-
niche. Yeah,
So he's
he's
unflawed in many ways, except for his beard.
I eat the
taste.
same thing every day, and I make poor life decisions. But
you know good beer.
I could tell you which beer to drink.
And it's not the horchata.
It's definitely not there. This is so fucking sweet.
Why didn't you drink the white Belgian ale?
I just
that was really good.
I grab whatever's closest.
Well, this one is not my favorite, but I'm not going to complain because I am thankful for the free beer.
So I picked this variety pack because I love pumpkin beer, but I don't want to get all pumpkin. So I wanted something with pumpkin and different flavors. I really like that Belgian white ale. Blue Moon, by the way. Shout out to Blue Moon. So I bought Blue Moon pumpkin, Blue Moon white ale, and I don't dislike the horchata as much as you do. So I can tolerate that.
Actually-
And I wanted to try that chai shit, but that shit tastes like fucking garbage.
The first time I had the Blue Moon horchata, I remember I was in Denver, or I was in Colorado, and we went to go pick up some beer, and they had like all the craft beer, and I saw these girls, these snowflakes.
Oh, those pogs?
Those pogs. Actually, there were 3 of them.
What do you call 3 white girls standing in Denver?
Wait, hold on. What?
A blizzard.
I think you need more than 3 for a blizzard. I mean, 3. You're like
I'm
3 would be like flurries.
a whiteout. I don't know.
Oh, white.
No,
I'm just
a
using
whiteout
the
be-
No, a whiteout is like
is
a
more than
KKK
a
rally.
blizzard.
I'm just using the material that I got.
A Trump rally is a Trump rally is a whiteout.
Oh yeah, exactly. Or that picture that Vice President elect Mike Pence took of the Republican Party. Nothing but like all white people. There's like one black dude in the corner who's wondering why he's here.
Who's
Yeah.
like confused.
Did you guys like all my Biden memes I sent you guys?
Those are funny. I like them.
Yeah, those are pretty funny. What were you saying about Denver?
Oh, so we're in Denver and we're at the liquor store, and there's this group of snowflakes or a flurry. As what do they call those nouns? Like when you have like a group of something. Like you know how you have like a group of crows called a murder.
Yeah.
And if you have a group of like whatever, it's called something else. There's a name for those type of nouns. Look it up. Look it up, junkyard.
I will. Go ahead. Keep talking. Anyway.
So there's this flurry by the beer, and they're going crazy. Like I've never seen them so ecstatic for like beer. I'm like I'm thinking like, okay, did you girls just turn 21? Is this like your first liquor purchase? And they're like, oh no, they have this like Blue Moon like cinnamon horchata, and like I've been looking for it everywhere. I only had it once, and it was really good. And she's telling me like this whole story. I'm like, okay, great. And then she wouldn't stop talking. I was like, all right, well, I'll take your word for it. So I just grabbed a 6-pack and I took it with me.
Venery? No.
No, it's the name.
I'm looking because I guess every animal has different groups.
Yeah.
So there's congregation
You know
for
what'd have been-
alligator, shrew.
You know what would have been funny?
Herd, troop,
When
colony, army, swarm, nest.
When she got all ecstatic, you'd have been like, "Oh, I'm Mexican, so my semen tastes like horchata."
A macquarie?
Ooh.
No.
This is getting boring.
Ginger? Well, I don't know. Tony wanted me to look this up. I'm just doing as I'm told.
All right, well, we can ignore that.
I think it's the collective nouns
Okay.
like class, crowd, flock.
Yeah.
But are you looking for the word?
No, I'm looking for what word describes those. So like the collective noun for like a group of white girls is a flurry.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I gotcha. All right.
Just like a group of like crows is a murder. Mm-hmm. If there's only 2 crows, it's attempted murder. It was a lot funnier the first time when Junkyard was recording.
This, you actually did not say that.
Yeah, I did. I said it.
We're already in uncharted territory. We did not rehearse anything from
Yes,
like
we did.
back
It was.
then.
You know what? The first time I said it was really funny, but then you didn't record, so I had to say it again, and now it was kind of bad the second time around.
Yeah. Blah blah blah. All right, let's go ahead and let's get to everybody's favorite segment.
Did we even cover anything Thanksgiving related?
Oh shit, that's right. That's where we were at before our Thanksgiving. After our Thanksgiving song, what are we thankful for? Fuck. God damn it, guys! Why'd you let me get off topic?
Because you're a shitty producer.
No, it's your fault. Anyway,
You're supposed to write.
you guys, you're right. I am. God damn it, fucking monkeys. All right,
Whoa. You can't use that.
yeah, you can
Okay.
go. What are you thankful for, Momba?
I am thankful for the
This podcast.
the free pizza that they give at Planet Fitness.
Do you even eat it? Where do they order it from?
Little Caesars.
I figured $5.
I mean, you got to get that much pizza for that many people.
yeah, that's true.
So
It's a lot of money.
Thank goodness. Thank goodness with Planet Fitness.
Tony, what are you thankful for?
I am thankful for this free beer that you have provided for us today.
What else? For us, for this podcast.
I am thankful for the fans that we have, and I'm thankful for Momba because he gives me a ride all the time. So thank you.
Thank you for your HBO Go password.
I'm thankful for Junkyard because he lets me use his Showtime Anytime login.
Were you able to get on?
I was after
Okay.
you changed the password back.
Also-
Thank you.
Never changed the password.
He fucking changed the password on me. It's
I
like
did it. I'm pretty
midnight.
sure you were
it's fucking midnight, 1 a.m.
So if
Yeah, and I woke up
I'm
and
trying to watch some Shameless, and I have the browser to remember the password. So all I do is type in your email, and it remembers it automatically. So that's how I'd always log in. And all of a sudden, at 1 a.m, boom, I was like, incorrect password. I'm like, fuck.
and you can't like message him because he's not going to be.
I'm like,
awake.
he's not gonna be fucking awake.
I didn't change the password.
So I'm like, this motherfucker changed his password on me, like in the middle of the night. I was like, all right, it was a power play. It was a power play.
He
That's
did
what-
it on purpose?
He did it to remind me, like, look, motherfucker, I'm in charge. I'm like, all right, I get it. I appreciate that you're letting me use your password, but you don't have to use these displays of power.
Do you think he slipped into his pajamas, got all tucked in, and then just clicked? You
Reset.
know, yeah, and just went to bed.
And
He's
went to
like-
bed. Not only did he go to bed, he fucking turned off his alerts on his phone, so they would all just be silent.
He put it on airplane mode. That's what you did.
Yep.
So you could sleep soundly at night, knowing that Tony would be miserable.
it does that automatically. I don't have to do that.
And you know what? And I was like, right before I think episode 7 of the current season of Shameless. So I was almost all caught up, and right before I got all caught up, changes the password on me. I was like, God damn it! I was this close to calling DirecTV and just like, hey man, can I just get Showtime like right now? Just add it to my package, man. I need to know what happens. So yeah, that was brutal. That was almost as bad as when you sent goons after me.
It's send goons after you.
What would you rather he do now? Send goons or
You know what? I would rather him send goons because I can just watch the show after I get my ass kicked.
Yeah. I mean, if you're going to be in the hospital for a couple of
Yeah.
days, you can watch
I'll log into Showtime.
Showtime.
Anytime. Yeah. So what I ended up doing the rest of that night was I think I watched Bob's Burgers. Hilarious show, by the way.
You should have watched like The Flash or
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna watch The Flash,
Halt and Catch Fire.
but you told me about The Flash, and I was being petty. I was mad at you for changing the password, so I did not want to watch any
yeah,
show.
but you told me
that
about
you
Halt and
recommended.
Catch Fire. You should have watched that.
Yeah, I should have.
Your whole season behind it. The season ended already.
But look, I was mad. I was mad because I was all into Shameless. I really wanted to know what happened.
didn't change the
and
password.
You fucking changed. And then when I confront you by like, oh no, I never changed it. And then I go to log in and it works. I'm like, oh, this motherfucker just changed it back.
I did not change the password.
Petty, dude.
So
That is petty.
One of Junkyard's dreams is to be a cop. Is he displaying the type of?
This is the type of cop he would be. He likes to fuck with people.
First of all, I never changed the password.
So I think you should not be a cop because I think that
You're gonna overexert your authority.
When you get like a taste of power, it's like you abuse it.
Dude, I never changed the password. I wouldn't change the password because
like that. What you did to me, that was malicious.
You're gonna pull over some pog. You'll be like, oh, I gotta write this ticket, but I don't feel like it because my hand is cramping up. If only there was some way to, somebody to stop me. And she's like, all right. And then she pops out her titty, and you're like, all right, yeah, have a good day, ma'am. That's the kind of cop you'd be.
Or
what's wrong with that?
Or be like, oh, you know what? I really don't want to write this ticket. My dick is just, so sensitive right now.
Uh-huh.
I wish someone would suck it.
So small and so sensitive.
My dick is so hard. I just wish it was soft. And what way to get it soft? To make it come.
Oh. You don't have to say that.
Damn it, Junkyard.
It just sounds worse when it comes out of your mouth.
It's like I could be like Taylor Kitsch in True Detective.
That was a terrible season.
That was not a terrible season.
Actually, I liked it.
I enjoyed it.
I didn't care for it.
I was indifferent.
But enough about that.
Well, you know what? If you ever want to watch it, Momba, you can because you have my HBO
I did watch
password, and I will not change that password on you in the middle of the night for no reason.
I don't know.
Change
Sometimes
the password.
it resets and I have to log back in. So I don't know if you're.
But is the password
That's right.
different?
The password's not different.
Exactly.
The password wasn't different. I'm sure you did something wrong.
How am I gonna do something wrong when the browser remembers the fucking password?
Try a different browser.
If I try a different browser, it's not gonna have the password. It remembered.
Yeah, well, that's why you type it in.
Well, I don't remember what the fuck the password was. All I remember is it was remembered the first time, and that's it. I
didn't change the password.
You changed it and then you changed it back.
I swear on everything that I didn't change the password.
You know what? I should send goons after you for that shit.
Who are you gonna send, Momba?
Yeah, I could easily beat you.
Anyway, all right.
What do you think for Junkyard?
I am thankful for our listeners, for our fans, for all you guys listening out there in the interwebs. I'm thankful for a lot of things. I'm thankful for my lovely, beautiful wife. I never said that before because I wasn't married.
My wife.
My wife. For you guys,
That's how you have to say it.
For you guys who don't know, that's from
season 3.
No, season 2. Season 2 of Married at First Sight.
Married at First Sight.
Ryan ran alone. He was from New York.
He was like my wife,
but he used to always say it really weird. It's my wife. Sound like fucking Borat.
Yeah,
my wife.
My wife.
Anyway, I'm thankful for my job, both my jobs. I'm thankful for everything, man. I mean, I don't have no complaints.
Do you like your second job?
It's okay. There's some shit that I don't like, but there's some shit I do like. So
how many times have you done it already? It's like your first week, right?
Yeah, I'm on my. Well, technically, it's my 4th week. No, my 3rd week, but I've done it 4 times.
Are you being trained by some like teenager?
Dude, I got trained like 1 day. There's like absolutely no training.
Oh,
and plus, you really, honestly, you don't need training. Besides, you just need to know answers to questions. So like, that's all you need to know is answers to questions. And a lot of the answers are like posted.
Like what answers?
Where's the bathroom? Or what? I want to leave the building.
I thought you were gonna be like in customer service.
If someone would ask me, I want to leave the building, I'm like, okay, then get the fuck out.
Yeah.
No, but I want to come back in.
Oh, you got your ticket?
No, it doesn't work that way.
If you leave, you can't come back in?
You can't leave. Well, I mean, you can leave. Yeah, if you leave, you can't come back in.
But you have the ticket.
Can't you get your hand
It doesn't
stamped?
matter. Once it's scanned, you can't. You're not allowed.
Can't you
in.
rescan it?
Only if there's only one gate that lets you leave, and that's the smoke. But you can technically leave. You can say I'm going to go smoke and leave the building and then come back in. But they unscan it and then rescan it.
How do they unscan something?
You have to. Yeah, there's a way you can unscan it so they can rescan it.
Wouldn't that be rescanning it?
No, because they have to.
Because it's still a scanner, right?
It is a scanner.
So it scans it.
It scans it, but it marks it as used, as the ticket used. So if you were to walk out without them unscanning it.
I don't like that word.
Okay,
unscanning.
fine. Unusing it.
That
De-using it. De-scanning it.
All right, so the ticket gets de-scanned.
Yeah.
You make it seem like when they scan it, and then when they unscan it, like they take away like the barcode or some shit.
All right. So how about so like when they scan it, it shows that the ticket's used.
Yes.
Okay. So when they scan it again,
It marks it as unused.
Yeah, it marks it as unused.
So it's like Gmail. You can mark an email as unread.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Why don't you say that instead of like de-scanning?
Because I don't know. That sounded easier.
You un-de-scan the ticket. The fuck kind of shit
Anyway,
is that?
so when you leave out of that gate, they scan it again so it shows up as unused so you can get back in. And they only do that during like in between quarters or periods or whatever the case
You
is.
work at a stadium, right?
I work at a stadium.
For those you don't know.
And I work in, yeah, you're right. I work in a customer service booth per se.
Were you working in the booth where I thought my tickets were fake?
I am exactly in that booth where you went.
So say I had to go up to you.
And you're like, oh.
I wouldn't take care of it because there is a ticket person there with us.
So what would you take care of? Like,
So-
I'm trying to figure out what can you do for us?
Absolute-
Like what
so-
can your position benefit?
So if
us?
you forgot to print your ticket, I can show you how to print your ticket.
So you're fucking useless to us.
Exactly.
basically-
Oh, no. If you bring in a big bag, I can
You
check
can look.
it.
You can look the other way.
I can check it for you.
So you could hold on to it?
Yeah. While you're there.
Actually, you know what? I wouldn't trust you. I would trust someone else with my bag other than you.
And in case of an emergency, if you needed to leave the building that wasn't a smoking thing, I can let you leave the building.
So
In the case of an emergency. So
this job, the only benefit it has to like me and Momba is you can check one of our bags.
Which I don't care.
which I would do anyway, even if I didn't work there, they would do for you.
You could let us back in case we get evacuated in an emergency.
No. If you just want to leave the building to go outside for even
Okay,
reason not
so what
for a reason that's not smoking.
What can you do? What benefits can you give us that we can't get from someone else in your position?
I would give you the pass to leave the building without an emergency.
Oh,
Without it being an emergency.
So
wow.
Or you could pretend you're just smoking if you weren't there, I guess.
so you're fucking useless is what you're
I
saying.
am very useless.
Oh god.
What else could I do? Ooh, if you lost something, I could help you go to the spot to find it. After
So you could show us where we lost. Like I lost it in this area, and you could take us to there.
Technically, like, so for example, let's say you lost something and then you left and everything is closed off because they close everything off. They say like they don't let people back in to that area. So you could be like, fuck, I can't get back in that area when I lost it. I know it's probably got to be there somewhere. You can come to me and I could be like, all right, let's go. I will walk you there and you can look for it. So I will get you past that level of security.
Oh.
So you can look for your found or lost item.
So have you abused that power yet? Like as a girl, it's like I lost my cell phone.
No.
How much does that cell phone mean to you?
No.
Oh, it seems like something you would do.
No attractive women have come up to me.
Take her off into a
asking me
closed
anything.
area.
Yeah.
I don't know where the closed areas. I don't know that place very well yet. Not to know closed areas.
I know. I've been there a bunch of times.
Where are the closed areas?
They're all over the place.
Anyway, so yeah. So I'm absolutely useless to you guys. Don't ask me for anything. I can't do anything.
Clearly. So now
I can't,
I feel
not only
like,
can I not do anything, but I don't get anything for free or cheap.
damn,
Everything's full price. So don't ask for any of that.
sounds like a fucking terrible job.
It is only terrible. I mean, the only thing that's not terrible is I get to pick the days I don't want to work. And I also get paid well compared to...
You can do it in any job.
No, you don't. You can't. Mamba can't pick. Like,
Yeah, you can call off whenever he wants.
well, he could call off, but I can pick ahead of time. Like, say, I don't want to work Thursdays for this whole month.
So we can call off too. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna be here next Thursday.
Well, yeah, but I get to pick it without like having to
he can pick it
call
too.
off.
Okay, I get you.
I can pick it too.
No, you can't.
No, I can't.
You work Monday through Friday, and that's it. So, like, if I say I don't want to work Thursdays for a month straight, I can do that. Like, a month ahead of time, I put in the days I don't want to work. Well, technically, you put in the days you do want to work, but I think of it as I put in days I don't want to work. So I put in those days, and then I get paid well for not for part of the time I'm there, I don't do anything. Like, I just sit there. I mean, it gets kind of boring. Part of the time is very busy. The other part, it's like boring.
Do they at least have like a TV to show you what's going on?
They did, but they took it out because they remodeled it. So they just have yet to put it back in, and I don't know if they're ever gonna put it back in. But it's supposed to be put back in, but we don't know. So no.
So are you?
The best thing I can do is I could look out of the booth and watch the TV that's outside, because there's one like right outside, so you can kind of see. You can see it pretty well. Another thing I can do is since usually there's two people. Well, not usually. There's always two people. I can actually walk out of the booth and go and watch whatever is going on live. Like, I can actually step out and go and watch it. And I could stay there for like, I can't stay there probably the whole time, but I could stay there for a good, 10, 15 minutes. So yeah.
Sounds like you're better off at the video store.
Hell fucking no. First of all, the video store sucked. Second of all, I worked more hours at the video store and got paid way less. Third, I didn't get to pick the days I didn't want to work. Fourth.
But it was for the love of the cinema.
Yeah.
Dude.
It's what you love to do.
Yeah,
You were
I fucking
happy.
hated that video store.
You have, ever since you left that job, you haven't been the same. You were at your happiest.
I was not. And that video store sucked dick.
You were a key holder.
It was horrible.
You were given responsibility. They trusted you.
I mean, you were losing weight. You were happy.
No, I wasn't. I was gaining weight.
And now?
And I was miserable. I was not happy. No, this job is way better. Well, like 1,000 times better.
I should give me a second job too.
And not only is it 1,000 times better, but like it doesn't take that long. Like I get there at 5:30, around like more or less. And I'm out by like 9:30, 10:30 the latest, like depending on the event. Like the other day, it was yesterday, I worked 5:30 to 9:30. Done. 4 hours. Boom. Bingo bango, in and out. Free meals. That's a perk. They give you a free meal before each shift.
From like the concession stand?
No, it's not concession stand. They like it's other meat, like other food.
Are they good food?
Sometimes
Is it like
sometimes it's good, sometimes it sucks.
Is it leftovers from like?
No,
the day
it's not. Like
before?
yesterday, for
Is it
example,
like garbage bag
yesterday yesterday I had
It's a popcorn
Barbecue-
that Benny the Bull like throws all over the stand.
yesterday I had barbecue pork with mashed potatoes, mixed vegetables, and salad. It was actually not bad. Full free. I mean, what does it matter? It's free. Are you gonna look a gift horse in the mouth?
It's true, you're not.
Exactly.
But at the video store, you got to rent movies for free.
Oh yeah.
And watch them for free.
I mean, how would you watch for free if you're renting them for free?
They have to have like a preview, right? Like playing.
Anyway, I gotta pee. So you guys, I like really have to pee. So you guys can keep going about.
We're almost done.
How about this? How about you guys read the news story?
We're almost done though.
How about we just?
We are, but I seriously.
No, we're almost done.
No, I can't hold it.
No, we're done.
Just
We're
press
finished.
pause. Just press pause.
Pause. Pause it.
Just read the fucking news story.
Just
guys.
press pause.
Read the goddamn news story. It's already set up for you guys to read.
All right.
Read the here. You read the
For
title.
all of you in the audience, we're gonna wait for Junkyard to come back from pissing.
This is intermission.
Intermission. Play
All
that.
right.
Let's all go. Look for that and play that, Mamba.
Here, I'll just
Let's
read
all
the
go
fucking
to the
thing.
lobby.
All right. For our news story today, the headline is Robo Trump is just as offensive as real Trump, only he has crotch rockets. I can't wait to get to the rest of this. This is brought to you by, I believe, the Huff-Ass Post. Yes. So, Latinos Rain from the Sky in MAMON, Mammon, a new short film in which Donald Trump's big, beautiful, multi-billionaire dollar wall stands tall and a giant robot replica of the president-elect enforces border law as he sees fit. Things get real when Mexican protesters call him a fucking racist gringo. That's when Robo Donald barrels into Mexico with an Uncle Sam sign that reads, "I don't want you," launching crotch rockets in Pacific Rim-style vengeance. A mariachi singer and scores of hapless others victims fall to the Trump bot before they turn to an unlikely hero to save them. Watch the video below to see how it all plays out. The short film, which was uploaded to the We Can Fix It's YouTube page, was reportedly created by Apareto, a Uruguay production company whose mission is to change the world using our geeky weapons, cinematography, visual effects, and CGI. A description of the film reads, in part, Mammon, monitor against Mexican over... Huh?
It's Mamon.
Shut the fuck up. I'm reading it. You went to go piss. Mamon, monitor against Mexicans over nationwide. It's a satirical fantasy sci-fi short film that explores with black humor and lots of visual effects the outrageous consequences of Donald Trump's plan of banning immigration and building an enormous wall on the Mexico-U.S. border. The video has racked up roughly 3 million views since it uploaded 2 weeks ago. Ironically, the same number of Mexicans that real Donald Trump reportedly planned to deport from the U.S. soil. Who was the hero in the video? I haven't watched it. Did you watch it already?
No, I haven't watched it yet.
Oh, that's dumb.
But it seemed pretty cool.
And that's what you wanted as your news story?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because did you read the headline?
Yeah, that was kind of funny, but that's about it. Here.
Anyway,
Well, we can't show you the video, so just go look at it online. Friend.
yeah, it's mamon, MAMON. Tony? Can you tell us what mamon means in Spanish?
Mamon means that you suck.
You suck dick. Basically, what it means.
Doesn't have to be penis, but sure.
I mean, it mostly means you suck dick. All right, let's go ahead and move on, shall we?
Hell no, motherfuckers!
Wake the fuck up.
Tony, go.
I don't have a gripe,
Wow.
but one of our listeners has a gripe with you, Junkyard.
Okay, who is the listener and what is his gripe?
Her name
Or
is
gripe?
Jessica, and her gripe is that your MMA minute was terrible because she lost a lot of money.
Oh.
Did she really lose? Did she really lose money?
I don't know if she did. She told me she did. She's like, tell fucking Junkyard that I lost a lot of money because of him.
Okay, first of all,
We should recap that though, because
Yeah.
you guys came close to winning a lot
Yeah,
of
we
money.
did.
Yeah, we did.
I told her, like, don't worry, I lost money too.
so did I. I also lost money.
But you guys,
But she's like, cancel MMA minute and bring back the recipe.
Well, the recipe's never been canceled. It's still there. Tony just doesn't do it.
so it was UFC 205 last week.
Yes.
and
Yes.
You did a parlay, right?
I did do a parlay. So I think I was pretty close for the most part on the everything except for the last fight.
The last fight, yeah.
That's the one
We
she
would have
bet on.
won if it wasn't for the
Right.
because
Did she bet on the last fight?
I bet on. I don't know what she bet on. I didn't ask her, but she just.
But that's probably what she. I mean, it's
So-
still
so
that's pretty much. I think that's one of the only ones I lost. So that's got to be what she lost on.
Or yeah, because if it's
Because I think I was pretty accurate for the most part.
yeah, because we bet on a total of 4 fights. One of them was void because it was a draw.
Right, but it didn't matter because we still were
But we-
in the game, in the mix.
So if we would have won, if we would have picked McGregor for the last one,
Right,
which we didn't.
right.
Well,
Well,
why didn't we?
because I honestly thought Eddie Alvarez would like overtake him, but he just got his ass beat, and that's just the name of the game. I mean, some guys are better than others. I mean, like I said before, like I say pretty much before everyone. It's not, I mean, anything can happen. Anything can happen.
That was fun though. I did enjoy the fact that I almost won. It made watching UFC.
How much
more
did she
exciting.
lose? Did she tell you?
No, I don't think she lost that much.
Oh.
I don't think she's that dumb to like bet a lot of money. But
Tell her to send me her betting slip. I want to see it.
all right. How about I tell her to send you the betting slip before she bets next time?
How about he?
Well, no, I mean, if she followed my advice, I mean, she won everything except for the last fight.
Are you going to reimburse her?
No, I'm not going to reimburse her. I can't even reimburse her because I lost money too.
You know what? Let me message her right now.
Yeah,
I'll be like,
send her a
Junkyard-
message.
Junkyard is going to reimburse you.
No, I'm going to reimburse her. I do not have the money to reimburse her.
Yeah, you do. You work 2 jobs now.
Yeah.
Yeah, they all go from that money goes to my wedding. So my wife told me today that I'm actually short on my wedding payments.
Oh, shit.
She's like, she's already sending you the collections.
Basically, she was like, if you keep paying what you're paying me right now, not paying me, but what you're sending me for the wedding, it's not going to be enough by the time the wedding gets here. I'm like, what the fuck?
What if she's stiffing you? Did you do that?
She's not stiffing. She's actually throwing more money in. So,
You should tell her you don't know how money works because you have the peso. So
the peso is not booming right now, but the dollar is, so that's all I care about. But anyway, so yeah, the money that I'm using for the second job has to go straight to her, so for the wedding. So sorry, Jessica. I'm sorry you lost. I was trying to make a big for this too, for my wedding, but it didn't happen.
All right, so I told him Junkyard will reimburse you for his shitty advice on UFC.
I will not reimburse her. That is a lie. What did she respond? Oh, she hasn't responded yet.
Well, I just messaged
Okay.
her right now.
All right. Tony, what is your gripe?
that was
my gripe.
Oh, that was your
It
gripe.
was a gripe by proxy.
Okay.
Hell no, motherfuckers!
Wake the fuck up.
Momba.
I didn't really have one, but I just thought of one because you were talking about smoking sections at your stadium earlier.
Yeah.
I hate those commercials that they recently been putting out, trying to get people to stop smoking, and they make it seem like it really impedes your life. Like they have a kid who's watching a movie with his friends, and then he stops. He's like, press pause. They're like, what? What do you got? What do you right now? And he's like, yeah. So the kid goes outside and has a smoke break. Like I don't think anybody. Well, there's probably people, but it's
But in the middle of a game?
like yeah, in the middle of a movie, in the middle of a game, like nobody's just like, all right, I gotta go smoke a cigarette. They don't make you pause it. It's terrible. It's a misleading commercial. Terrible.
Hell no, motherfuckers!
Wake the fuck
It's
up.
like you're in the middle of like watching this great. You're at the theater. Hey, pause this shit.
Yeah.
I gotta go smoke.
All right. My gripe has to do with actually exactly what you were talking about.
Oh. You're combining 2 segments.
All right, so my gripe has to do with what we were talking about. UFC 205. Conor McGregor won. He beat Eddie Alvarez. My gripe is with specific people that we know. One, we have an actual segment dedicated to him, Chris. Chris and another friend who I am just repeating what Momba said. So if he ever listens, I am not saying this.
Don't call him that.
Call him that.
What Momba said. What did you?
I call him Fetty Wap.
Exactly. So, to those 2 people, they keep saying that fight was boring. That fight was not boring. First of all, it was very entertaining. Second of all, they just don't appreciate the intricacy of that fight. So, this is the reason why. Not only was it a good fight, even though it was one-sided, it was a good fight for a couple reasons. A, Eddie Alvarez, he's been fighting for fucking ever. He's like one of the most veteran like fighters in the sport. He's been, and nobody has ever beaten him the way Conor beat him that night. Second of all, for it was champion versus champion, so like that's like one of the first times that's ever been done in the UFC. So for a champion to fight another champion, that's what we've all been waiting for a super fight like that, and he fucking destroyed him. Like, that doesn't just happen. Like, you know, think about it. People in his own weight class can't beat him. What makes you think that a guy from a lower weight class can beat him? It happened. It worked. You know, and it was not only that, but it was fucking UFC history. No UFC fighter ever has ever held 2 belts at the same time.
What weight class? Conor McGregor went
from
featherweight to middleweight?
To lightweight.
Lightweight.
So what is featherweight?
Featherweight is 145 pounds.
And he
went up to 155.
Okay, for Eddie Alvarez.
For Eddie Alvarez.
Who did he fight? Nate Diaz. What was that?
Nate Diaz, they fought at 170. That was welterweight.
So he skipped a weight class.
He did skip a weight class, but technically, Nate Diaz is a natural lightweight. He fights at lightweight, but they went up to welterweight to fight. And now Conor's talking about going up to welterweight to 170 and fight Tyron Woodley. So he's trying to get 3 belts.
Hey man, after watching Tyron Woodley fucking fight, Conor McGregor would probably beat him.
You think so? I don't know, man. I've been wrong on Conor, but I don't think he'd beat him just because.
This is not an MMA podcast, but Tyron Woodley's boxing game was weak as fuck that fight.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, I could have beat his ass.
Get the fuck out of here. You're just spouting what Eric was saying.
No, I was watching this guy fight. Like he
almost knocked him out.
He had the opportunity to knock. He did knock out Wonder Boy, but then he just like stopped. Oh, he tried to submit him.
No, the thing
he couldn't hold him.
Yeah.
No, it's because
he had him like on I don't know.
I guess what happened. I guess what Tyron was saying is that he felt that his head was too small. That's why he was able to get out. It's because Tyron's very muscular, so like it's harder to grip somebody if you're like lanky. Because it's you have muscle.
All right. The point is, after that, he didn't do anything.
Well, anyway, because his arms were spent.
Before that, he didn't really do anything. He was just dancing around.
Well, no, he was trying to move around from Wonder Boy because Wonder Boy was throwing fucking kicks and shit.
That's why it was a draw.
Irregardless,
that's why Tyrone didn't win. It was a
Tyron.
Draw. I'm pretty sure it's Tyrone.
No, it's Tyron.
Like Tyron Lue.
He hates when people call him Tyrone.
Okay,
Tyrone.
call him Tyrone.
I'm gonna call it Tyrone. If you hate when people call you, then you fight me right here in the studio.
He will fuck you up. Anyway,
so Conor McGregor is just trying to collect belts at this point.
Yeah, but I was wrong about Conor, and that's the thing. Like, that's why that fight was so amazing to watch. Is that he dismantled a guy that was a higher weight class, had him never been beat that way. He's been fucking Eddie Alvarez has been in wars. These guys, see the thing is with our friend Fetty, he obviously doesn't watch this all the time. He watches
wrestling.
He watches wrestling, so I don't blame him. He just said it was boring. I don't know.
Wrestling is pretty boring.
I mean, yeah, but whatever. And then Chris watches it sometimes. I know he's not an avid follower, but go back and watch Eddie Alvarez versus Michael Chandler in Bellator 1 and 2. They fought twice, and you will see that he goes through fucking just brutal battles like all the time. Fuck, go watch in the UFC. Go watch Eddie Alvarez versus Gilbert Melendez. That was a hell of a fight. Eddie Alvarez, he just scraps. So get the fuck out of here with that was a boring fight. That's fucking bullshit. It was a very guys. Were you guys entertained by that fight?
I thought all the fights were pretty good.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the fuck you guys are talking about. So go watch some more MMA
I like how Chris invited us to watch the fights.
after it had started.
Like as soon as we got out of
Yes.
my car,
Yeah. So we had already made plans to watch it at one of our friends' house. So we all meet up, and then Chris texts us, "Hey, come over to watch the fight." I'm like, "Oh, this information would have been pertinent maybe hours ago."
Before the fight started.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
by the time you guys got there, the prelims were ending and the pay-per-view was about to start.
Exactly.
So that's my gripe.
I think Chris did that on purpose,
yeah, so we wouldn't go.
so he could say like, "Oh, you guys should come over." Like,
I
"Oh."
invited you.
Yeah, so he could say he invited us. Like, "Oh, well, I invited you. You guys couldn't come." It's like,
Anyways,
slick.
so that's my gripe. Fucking don't complain about it. It was an awesome fight.
Hell no, motherfuckers!
Wake the fuck up.
All right, let's go ahead and let's get to our questions, shall we? I mean, everybody loves the questions.
Too many questions. There's too many questions.
The appropriate question is, where in the hell are they?
Excuse me. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
My answers frighten you, Vincent, then you should cease asking scary questions.
Dear Tony and Momba, I am a retired airline employee and I get passes for my friends and family. I recently provided a first-class eligible round-trip pass from San Diego to Paris to my best friend and her friend. The fare would have cost them $1,000 retail value. The only thing I asked in return was to pick me up a menu, a print, or something small that could be packed easily. They were in Paris for a month. Tony and Momba, they totally forgot for me. That doesn't make any sense, but all right. I am so hurt. Sometimes I want to call them and tell them how I feel. Then I think it wouldn't be a good idea. Frankly, I am angry. What is the best way to handle this? Up in the air. Get it? Up in the air.
All right, so she gives 2 first-class round-trip tickets to Paris to her friend and her best friend. So two girls, two
women,
2 of her friends, right?
Yeah,
2 of her friends, yes.
All right, and it's like, so here you go to Paris, first class. All I want is bring you back a menu or a small print,
something small.
They were there for a whole month and they forgot. I mean,
they practically just didn't say thank you, basically.
That's kind of fucked up. Like, if I got tickets to Paris,
San Diego to Paris is pretty fucking expensive.
First of all, if that were me, I would bring her back a stack of menus. I will bring her gaggles of prints. I will dedicate a suitcase just full of that shit for her if she were to do that for me. So I think she has a right to be upset. I mean, she didn't ask for much. But I don't think she's more upset about the menu. I think she's upset that they completely forgot. They just disregarded. Like, especially if they're there for that long. Like, if they're there for a month, it's not like, oh, we didn't have time. It's like, I'm pretty sure within a month, they could have gotten it. So this is what she should do. She should
be petty.
Be very petty. Because there are 2 types of people in this world. People that are openly petty, people that are secretly petty. And now is the time to be openly petty. So what she needs to do is she needs to, like, offer them tickets again. Be like, hey, I got first class tickets from San Diego to fucking, what's another hot spot? London.
Italy.
Italy. Yeah. Mm-hmm. From San Diego to Italy. First class. All I ask is that you bring me back a menu from Italy. So then they start making all the preparations. They pack their bags. And when it comes time to give them the tickets, turn off your phone. Put it on airplane mode. Oh! Yeah. See how they like it. And then when you finally talk, like, oh shit, you know what? I just forgot. I forgot and I gave those tickets to my other 2 friends who brought me back this great menu. Really throw it in their face. That's what I would do.
I can't really argue with that. That is a great piece of advice. Yeah, I can't talk.
Just be petty as fuck.
Be petty as fuck. Because the thing is that if you just confront them directly, you're basically admitting to them that you're hurt, which is fine. You're hurt, and then also, you don't want them to know that you're hurt.
And also, you run the risk of them be like, "Oh, why is she being such a bitch? It's just a menu." They'll find ways to make it on you.
So you need to find a way to be petty, but on the side. Mm-hmm. So what you need to do is you need to do this elaborate scheme and then give those tickets to your other 2 friends and then have them bring you back a menu, and then you brag about how they're the best friends you've ever had because they did not forget. Be like, oh, they went to Italy, they brought me back this menu and this small print, and all I asked was for one, and they were only there for like 2 weeks, not a whole month. They're the bestest friends I've ever had in my life. I can't wait to get more tickets to give to them for free, and really throw it in their face.
I mean, that sounds like solid advice.
Yep.
I was going to go the other way and just say, maybe they forgot they were in Paris. They probably got wrapped up everything. But now that I heard the other option, be petty.
I mean, would you have got the menus, Momba?
Someone gave you
free tickets, round trip, Paris, first class.
First class.
All right. I could, if it was me, I would make it a point. Like the whole time I was there, I would, like on the way.
That would be the first thing I do. Like as soon as I land, I'm going to that airport cafe. Give me one of your goddamn menus.
Yeah. I would.
It's Paris. You gotta be like, menu, or however the fuck they say.
Menu.
Well, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you just get a menu from like every place you ate at? I mean, wouldn't that just be?
Probably. But
and the thing is, like, it's funny because if they're in Paris for a whole month, like you said, they probably ate out a lot. So you think at one of those restaurants, like, hey, remember that menu our friend wanted? At least one of those places
they were staring at the menu. They were like, I'm supposed to do something.
This menu looks real familiar.
If only I could imagine what it is. But I mean, if it was me, when I was on the plane, I would be like, all right, the first thing I get there, I got to get a menu. I got to get something.
Show my gratitude.
Yeah, but you know.
Not everybody thinks that way.
Yeah, not everybody thinks that way.
I bet you the waiter was like, hey, you guys want to keep a menu? Like, no, we're good. We're good.
We give away these souvenir menus.
Are you sure? You sure nobody back home wants one?
No, we're good. We're here a whole month. We'll be back.
That's a great idea. We'll be back later.
You know, it'd be really fucked up if she goes to visit those two friends and they have like a menu framed on their wall
from Paris.
Yeah.
But it
be like, oh, we brought it back, but that was for us.
When I went to Vegas, if somebody like said, hey, bring me back something, I'd be like, okay. I would say okay, but as soon as I got off the plane, I was drinking. I got too wrapped up in the Vegas lifestyle that
But it's different. They didn't buy you, or they didn't give you a ticket.
Yeah.
If somebody would have given you a ticket, I'm sure you would have remembered.
Probably not.
Oh,
I don't
fuck
remember. Yeah. I was too busy drinking.
Well, I bought souvenirs to somebody that didn't even ask for souvenirs.
Because you're a good guy.
That's
That's thoughtful.
Did you go around looking for souvenirs?
No, we just so happened to go to that souvenir shop.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I guess I'll get him something. There you go. But yeah, what a fucking bitch.
Is that when you went to the UFC store?
No, I didn't buy anything there. Everything was very expensive. It wasn't called the UFC store. It was called the Fight Store.
Oh, apologies.
I think everybody went.
Shout out to the Fight Store.
I remember my brother. He somehow he spent all his money like the first 2 days, or the first day he was there. So, but he was like completely drunk.
He was blitzed.
He was blitzed the whole 4 days. So I think he spent all his money like
on beer.
I don't know what he spent it on, but he spent all his money. So by day 2, he was out of money. And I remember we're like going around the stores in the mall by Planet Hollywood.
Oh,
I remember he's like
the last thing he bought because he was broke.
He's like I'm so broke. I thought I spent all my money. Like all I had left was like $30, and I saw this shirt, and I just had to have it.
It was a Michael Jordan, Jordan and Bugs Bunny shirt.
Yes, from Space Jam.
Yeah.
So he
was proud of that shirt too. He was all drunk as fuck. He came up to me. He's like, "Look at my shirt. I spent the last of my money on it."
I'm like, "That is a cool shirt, but how
are you gonna eat?
Spending your last $30 was that really what you was like? I don't care. I really wanted this shirt." I'm like, "Hey man, it's your bachelor party, man. You do whatever you want."
I want to go back to Vegas because I missed out on all the things we didn't do.
Oh my goodness!
Wow.
There was so much I wanted you to do, but you just persevered against it.
I wanted to go on the fight tour.
Oh, okay.
To go to fight gyms. I wanted to go see all the gyms they have to offer. They have Vanderlei Silva's gym. They have Extreme Couture where Misha Tate fights at. They have Mayweather's gym. And they have Johnny Toko's gym. 2 boxing gyms, 2 MMA gyms. I wanted to see them all.
That sounds so boring.
It is amazing. But nobody wanted to go to the fucking fight tour with me. Yuli thought about it for a second and decided against it.
Because didn't you say it was like the tour was 4 hours?
It was not 4. I think it was like 2 hours. 2 or 3 hours. But it was worth it. It was worth to see every single one of those gyms. If you look at the fight tour, reviews, they're all great. And like that, people post pictures with them and like fighters that fight at those gyms and stuff like that. I didn't get to do any of that.
That's cool and all, but I was having a great time getting my drink on.
You can get your drink on here. Where can you see legendary gyms? In Vegas. Because Vegas is the fight capital of the world.
When I play Pokemon?
No, those are some legendary gyms.
And then not only that, some friends went to go see David Copperfield. I wanted to see fucking David Copperfield.
Why don't you go with them?
I wasn't invited. They didn't tell me they were going to go. Plus, that was the day we left. Well, me and Alejandro, we left that day. So I couldn't go see David Copperfield. No, I want to go see some sort of shows. I want to go see Cirque du Soleil. They had the Michael Jackson experience.
Why didn't you?
I heard they diddle you in that to make it the real Michael Jackson experience.
They give you the real experience.
And I want to get diddled by a fake Michael Jackson.
So you can like get the full experience?
Yeah.
Like, oh man, this is what those kids went through. Wow.
So I didn't get to see any of that because all you guys want to do was drink. I could drink here. Why do I want to fly to Vegas just so I can drink?
I don't know. I had fun. I mean, I don't know what to
There's
tell
so
you.
much to do in Vegas. We should have done that. The only thing I got to do in Vegas that was actually Vegas-like was gamble and lose money. That was very Vegas-like, and I did that.
It's a bachelor party. If you were going there on like a solo trip or with just a couple other people, that's
with
fine.
the wife.
Yeah, but it's a bachelor party.
So what? Just because it's a bachelor party doesn't mean you can't do other things than
You should have
drink.
you should have done a better job to plead your case. There were like 20 of us there. I'm pretty sure somebody would have been interested.
I mean, the only people I thought would be interested in like the fight tour were 2 people, and neither of them wanted to go. I was ready to go by myself.
Should have.
The only thing I did that I wanted to do was I went to Burger. And that was the first day I got there. I got to eat at
You
Burger.
went to what?
Burger. The place you guys went to P.F. Chang's or some shit like that.
Yeah, I don't know why.
And
I don't know whose
Alejandro and I went to Burger. It was fantastic. One of the Gordon Ramsay restaurants. I mean, and their beer, they had like a large beer selection. It was fucking fantastic.
I think we were going to go there originally, but the line was like really long.
So it was really long. We walked up, and it turned out all those people that were waiting in line weren't even waiting in line. They were looking at the fucking menu, and they walked away as soon as we walked up. We got a seat. Literally, as soon as we walked up, they're like, "Oh, table for 2. Okay, here, follow us."
I would have loved to go to a Burger. I went to P.F. Chang's.
Yeah, and
I
so
was drunk
as soon as we sat down, Alejandro and I were looked at each other and like, there was no fucking line. Those motherfuckers are still waiting for PF, still waiting to sit down at PF Chang's. They don't want us to come over here because of the line. And
Yeah, who goes to Vegas to eat at P.F. Chang's?
I know you can eat PF Chang's anywhere in the U.S.
It's true. Idiots. Can't believe those fucking morons did that shit.
You were there too, you idiots.
What? No, that wasn't me.
Yeah.
No, I was somewhere else.
While you guys were eating fucking PF Chang's,
I was somewhere else.
A delicious Gordon Ramsay burger.
Look, at that point, I was already a bunch of beers in. I didn't.
No,
eat.
you weren't. You were like 3 or 4 beers in.
He walked like into the hotel or Planet Hollywood with a 24 pack of like Bud Light Platinum. Was it Budweiser Platinum?
It was an 18 pack of Bud Light
Yeah.
Platinum, and I was getting my drink on, and I didn't eat anything all morning, so I was like, I was done.
Anyway, you guys missed out. And the only thing I wish I would have done but it's because I didn't know. Another thing I wish I would have done was gone to Gordon Ramsay's restaurant. He has another restaurant. It's a higher end restaurant. I didn't know he had that in Vegas. I would have gone to that one too.
So, are you trying to go to Vegas
I'm trying to go to Vegas
for your bachelor party?
If I'm gonna go, I'm gonna go by myself because you motherfuckers don't want to do any of the shit I want to do. You guys just want to drink.
Okay.
I'm trying to get my show on. Trying to do all the Vegas shit.
You trying to go to Vegas for your bachelor party then?
I'm going for a weekend. If we're gonna go to Vegas, we're gonna do it my way. We're gonna go on the fight tour. We're gonna go to a show. We're gonna go check out Cirque du Soleil and get diddled by Michael Jackson, or we're gonna go get diddled by David Copperfield. As long as we get diddled,
there's some diddling.
You're such an old.
We're gonna go get diddled by Siegfried and Roy. I mean, whatever. One of those.
I thought they quit, didn't they?
I don't give a fuck. We're gonna get diddled. That's the point.
Such an old name.
You can get diddled here, right?
But it's not the same. I heard Vegas diddling is the best kind of diddling.
I can just imagine you going on tours and shows with your khaki shorts pulled up to your chest.
It doesn't matter.
You got a fanny pack on.
And then we're also gonna do. We're gonna do the fight tour. We're gonna go to a show. We'll hit up the casinos. We're gonna hit up both the Ramsay. We're gonna go burger, and then we're gonna go to the other Ramsay restaurant one of the nights. And that's it. That's all we need to do.
And then be in bed by 9 p.m.
We'll hit up the Aria we'll hit up the pool.
Be in bed by 9. Oh, or order 1 bucket of Corona for $50.
Who ordered a bucket of Corona for $50?
I ordered one, and
what the fuck,
man? Vegas. I wanted a beer. All they had was Corona.
You could have walked to the Walgreens out in the corner and got a beer.
Well, it's because Dude, it was far as fuck. Like
No, it wasn't. It was around the corner.
To walk from your room to the pool was took like 20 minutes.
We used to walk from the Aria to your fucking hotel room every day.
Yeah, that was you though.
We had to walk through the mall, over the fucking bridge, and through Planet Hollywood, all the way through the casino, all the way up to your room. And we did it every day.
All right, it was nice though. It is a nice hotel.
Yeah, and we would stay.
If you like walking,
it was. I mean, there was a long walk to the rooms, but I mean, I love that. The fucking pool. The pool area was beautiful. It's better than Planet Hollywood.
It was. It had a really nice pool.
They only had that fucking 2 little bullshit pools. Ari had like 4 or 5 pools. I mean, it was pretty packed, but what do you expect? It's Vegas. It's Vegas, baby.
No, it wasn't as packed as like the Planet Hollywood pool though.
That's true. Well, because there's more pools.
Yeah.
There's various pools, but whatever. Anyway, if you guys are down to do all the things I want to do,
you'll go.
I'll think about going.
You'll think about going.
So in the daytime.
So the first thing we do when we get there, wham bam, we get off the airplane, we get our baggage, we head up to the airport, we check in, or not the airport, the hotel, we check in, leave our bags. Then we'll go downstairs. We'll go to the hotel, to the Planet Hollywood, like the mall. We'll head to the fight store, get on the bus to get to the fight tour. We'll do the fight tour. We'll come back. I have the whole itinerary planned. We'll come back. We'll eat at Burger once after the fight tour is over, since we're already there. We'll hit up Burger. We'll go back. Then we can drink. Okay? Day 1. Then we can drink and you can have a great time drinking. After that, next day, wake up. We'll go hit up that brunch spot.
Oh,
that we went to.
Bottomless mimosas?
Yeah, we'll get some bottomless mimosas.
It's not really bottomless.
Bellinis.
It's only
it's bottomless till 11 a.m.
Yeah.
But we'll get there early so we can drink as much as we can. We'll drink. We'll hit up a show. We'll actually, no, let's go gambling first. Then hit up a show. We'll hit up a show. In the evening time, after the show's over, we'll go eat at Ramsey's other restaurant. And we'll end the night there.
You really planned
We'll
this
go back.
out.
We'll go back.
I thought you were joking when you said I had.
We'll gamble. We'll gamble a little more, and we'll drink the rest of the night. Okay, and we'll have one more day. Next morning, we'll go find breakfast somewhere. I don't know. We can have a continental breakfast or whatever the fuck. We hit up the pool, chill a little bit at the pool. Get our drink on, and the last day we can drink. You can drink all you want because we already did the show. We already did the Ramsey. We already did the fight tour. We did everything. We'll just chill, drink. We gamble a little bit. And that's it. And then we can just chill and drink. And then we can hit up a strip club. We can hit up we get some strippers. I mean, whatever you want to do that last night. Next morning, wake up, hit the airport, come back home.
So you really did plan this
Yeah.
out.
What do you think?
I thought you were just joking. I had no idea you actually put thought into this.
Huh? You down?
I mean, typically the groom doesn't plan the bachelor party.
Yeah, but since you guys you guys just want to drink, I have to actually plan something.
No, your best man has to plan it.
No, I mean he can plan the rest. He can plan the drinking parts of it. I'll let him pick the show he wants to go see.
The groomsman?
Yeah.
Wouldn't
No, not the groomsman, the best man.
Wouldn't it be better if you picked it?
Well, that's but Tony's saying I can't pick, so I'll just put caveats. I'll say I want to go to a show, I want to go to the fight tour, and I want to go eat at both Ramsey's restaurants.
Sure, I'll sit on it.
I'll sit on it. Tony, are you down?
Yeah, I'm down.
You know what? The last day we can hit up Old Vegas.
Oh,
and get some $2 Coronas.
Oh, I like the sound of that.
So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then we'll leave Monday morning.
I'm down. Is that what you want to do?
He's not gonna do it.
But you got to.
Why wouldn't I do it?
No, you're not gonna.
Oh,
if you guys pull in and pay for my trip, I'll go. If all the groomsmen and best man pull money together and pay for my trip, I mean, honestly, I don't think it would be that much. I only spent, as far as like, I'll pay for everything there, but you just have to pay for the flight and the hotel room. So, I think Alejandro and I paid for the flight and the Aria because it was a package deal. I think we spent like $600.
you guys got a pretty good deal on that.
We did. I think it was like $600 per person. So if between how many fucking rooms are there? 8? Between 8 people, 600. What's 600 times 8? Or divided by 8? I'm sorry.
600 times 8?
Divided by 8.
Oh, 600 times 8. That is $4,800. Holy shit.
600 divided by 8.
It's less than 100.
There you go. Less than $100 a person. If you guys all chip in. Let's do this.
Talk to your best man. Have him put it together.
All right, I will. I have to get together with him sometime after Thanksgiving, and we'll make this happen. Do that fight tour, baby. I'm excited for that fight tour. I still get messages from them to this day saying, "Why didn't you come?"
You're on their mailing list.
Yeah.
They ask you, why didn't you show up?
No, but they do send me messages. But I just don't look at them because they're in some other bullshit ass like websites. So I'm like, fuck this.
How would you feel if nobody went to the fight tour? Like, say, all right, Junkyard, bye, and then I went to go do something else.
I'd be pretty pissed.
Oh, fuck.
I mean, it's my bachelor party. You guys are gonna like ditch me.
True.
True.
Like,
You know?
you have to be his friend for those.
Yeah.
3
I have to
days.
pretend.
And plus, trust me. You right now you're saying you think it's gonna suck. Once you do the fight tour, I bet you will love it. I bet you any money you will love it. What if you run into Misha Tate and you see that fat old ass? You can tell me you're not gonna love that?
I'll make fun of her for retiring.
You're gonna see that that pog.
I'm gonna make fun of her for retiring with a losing streak.
You're a dick. But anyway, dude, it'd be great.
All right, man. You just let me know. That way I can start penny pinching.
I mean, all right. I got a penny pinch too because I still got to pay for the fight tour, which is like $200.
Holy shit!
And
Wait, how much is the fight tour?
I think it's $200.
Holy
200 to go look at gyms.
Yeah, hold on, let me check. Let me double check.
Oh my god!
Is it like? Does that include drinks or something?
No,
Does that include like fucking lunch?
Hold on, let me double check. I think it's.
Does that include bottomless mimosas?
No, it doesn't. And how much do shows are pretty expensive? Shows are like $50 or $60.
I would rather pay 50.
No,
or 60.
maybe more than that. They might be more than expensive than that. It might be like 80.
It depends on the show, but
Right.
$200 to go look at gyms.
Damn, look at that. Top rated on TripAdvisor, bro.
So what's included? Like, do I get like a T-shirt, a hoodie?
No, you just get 4.
Do I get the punch?
We have to get there early so we get there, so we get hit the fight tour at 11 a.m.
You get to punch a UFC.
Yeah.
Let me see. How much is this? Oh, 100. Oh, my bad. Not $200. $129.
I mean,
For a ticket.
That doesn't make me feel that much better.
No, but it's cheaper than $200. $129.
Of course, of course, it's cheaper than $200.
Let me see how
but
much the
still.
Michael Jackson experience is. So that way you guys can get an idea. So it's $129. Everything in Vegas is fucking expensive, dude. You're not gonna spend less than $100 on something. Here we go. Cirque du Soleil, Michael Jackson won the best. Tickets. Here we go. Show tickets.
You guys want to hear something funny in the meantime? My girlfriend's at a wedding, and originally she asked me to go, and then it turns out she didn't get a +1. So I was a little bummed out because I like weddings, I like drinking. But she just texted me right now that it's a dry wedding, and
No way. Are you fucking kidding me?
I feel bad for her. Yeah.
No, you should feel good for yourself because you
Oh yeah,
get a +1.
I'm glad for myself. I was like, "Are you gonna get turned up?" She was like, "LOL, it's a dry wedding." I'm like, "What the fuck?" I'm upset for you. She was like, "It's awful."
Oh, ugh. People still do dry weddings?
I don't know
Why is it a dry wedding?
because they don't care about their friends and family.
It's called being selfish.
Yeah.
I mean, still though, I don't know.
How much is the Michael Jackson experience?
I am looking $191. That's more expensive than the fight tour.
Huh.
But you get diddled.
You do get diddled.
I mean, at least you get diddled there. In the gym, you don't get nothing.
I mean, if you if you fuck with one of the fighters, I'm sure they'll beat your ass.
Oh, okay.
Full free.
I mean, I might as well do it. I want my money's worth. I want to come back with a good story.
$191 for a ticket to the Michael Jackson experience. Let's see what's the further. That's like in the middle. Let's see what the most expensive ticket is.
That's in the middle?
Yeah. $125. It's actually not bad. $125 for the Jackson. $129 for what do you call it? The fight tour. That's $250, give or take. What else? What else is my itinerary? That's it, right? And then like restaurants and shit. I mean, you spend a couple, $100 in the weekend. I mean, dude, it's Gucci. Just $220 plus your room and board.
It doesn't matter because if we're gonna hit up the casino the first day, we're gonna win all that money.
Dude, I won like $80 the last day on a slot machine. I mean, but I lost like $200 the rest of the days, so I really didn't win anything.
But you left on a high note. You left on a high note.
I left on a high note, exactly. So anyway, I think we're gonna let's see what we can arrange here. I will talk to the best man once I tell him he's the best man.
So He doesn't even know he's the best man yet.
He assumes he is because I was the best man at his wedding, even though I shared the spot.
You should make him share it because
So-
he made you share it.
You're right. But I made. Remember we were talking about the backup. I think one of the backups hit the starter, and the starter hit a backup in one of our that we were discussing. I don't want to give it away because they might listen to this podcast.
Oh, okay.
But one of the backups became a starter, and a starter became a backup.
Oh.
In this groomsman roulette.
So
sorry, Momba.
Our places aren't guaranteed. They can switch out at any time.
Since you guys have been picked and given, they're guaranteed. Once you get the warm beer, you're guaranteed. But until then, it's up in the air, baby.
Also, can I drink that
I
beer?
can jungle. You can. Yeah.
It's still at my house.
Yeah, drink it. That's why I bought it for you. It's a very expensive. Oh, not very expensive, but it's an expensive beer. So yeah, drink it. Don't just let it sit there. Anyway, all right, guys, we are done for this Thanksgiving episode. Thank you on this Thanksgiving episode for listening.
Thanks.
Like
when will this be posted? Monday.
Monday.
Ooh, Monday.
So on an irregular day.
But it's a short
Monday.
week.
Yeah, it's a short week. You guys can listen to it.
Yeah.
Listen to it on Thanksgiving with your family. Why not? Who gives a fuck? And I said fuck in front of your grandmother. All right.
That is a terrible idea.
Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/NKOTP1. Follow us on Twitter at NewKidsInThePod. See us on Instagram, also at NewKidsInThePod. Subscribe to us, iTunes, Stitcher, and YouTube. SoundCloud as well. Email us like Pancho Villa and Boots. NewKidsInThePod at gmail.com. Give us a call. Leave us a voicemail. 774-40-NKOT.
Penis.
Exactly. Mamba?
In a world full of dry weddings, don't go to them.
They don't care about you.
All right, guys. We will possibly check you out next week, most likely. Kissies on your dickies.
At a red light, but the things you sit around, it's so rich. Oh, you know this, cause they focus to watch them, they spin around. Yeah, let the track ride. Look at me. Look at DJ. Look at me. Look at me. Look it up. Look it up. Look it up. Can't you see? Check it out. Spin around, girl.